Hey guys, we've got just 1 month left before 2025 ends, and if this year again, you've been that person who dreams big, who wants to achieve massive goals, but for some reason, never actually works on them. If you feel like laziness is the reason behind all of it, then don't skip this video, because today, I'm about to tell you something important. There is an enemy inside you that is even bigger than laziness. This enemy is the one that keeps pulling you away from your dreams. Every time you try to do something good, it stops you. You want to start a business? It tells you it won't work. You want to make videos? It scares you. People will laugh. You won't get views. You want to create something new? It shuts down your creative flow. You want healthy habits? It blocks them, but pushes you easily toward bad habits. This enemy never lets you stay consistent, and knowing this enemy is extremely important. Like Sun Tzu once said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly who that enemy is through a story. And this isn't just any story. Inside this story are 7 powerful lessons from the book Do the Work by Steven Pressfield. All right. Let's start the story. Far away, in a peaceful village surrounded by green fields, lived a young man named Ramesh. He was 25, strong, healthy, and full of huge dreams. In that village, there was a famous story about a poor boy from a faraway place. He had grown a magical crop, golden crops, that made him the richest man in his village. Ever since Ramesh heard that story, he decided, someday, I'm going to grow golden crops too. I'll become the richest person in this village. But Ramesh had a problem. Between him and his dreams stood an enemy that lived inside him. Every morning, this enemy whispered in his ear, today isn't the right time. Start tomorrow. You're not ready yet. You need more planning. You need better seeds. You need an easier way to get rich. While every other farmer woke up early and worked in the heat, Ramesh sat under the shade, imagining success, thinking, planning, talking big. And the enemy encouraged him. Thinking is important. Planning is important. You're different from everyone else. One day, Ramesh's old uncle, a wise farmer who had fought this enemy himself, came to see him. He said, son, your land is full of potential, yet it's completely empty. You talk about golden crops, but all I see is dry soil. Ramesh smiled politely. Don't worry, uncle. I'm not like others. When the right time comes, I'll start. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, but I'll start with the best strategy. His uncle sighed. He'd heard, I'll start tomorrow too many times before. Instead of arguing, he said, remember that story about the man who grew golden crops? Ramesh nodded. Let me tell you something. To grow those crops, you need a special magical seed, and if you want, I can go get it for you. Ramesh's eyes lit up. Really? Yes, uncle. If you bring it, I promise I'll start immediately. 2 days later, the uncle returned. I finally got the seeds, but there's a catch. There aren't 1, but 2 seeds. One is the golden seed, and the other is the seed of resistance. You must plant both together, he said. The golden seed will grow only if you give it water every single day, but the resistance seed will grow even if you do nothing. It will turn into weeds. Fast, wild, destructive weeds. If you don't cut them daily, they will take over your entire field. Ramesh agreed confidently. He planted both seeds. The uncle reminded him, take care of the golden seed every day and cut the weeds the moment they appear. But the next morning, resistance whispered again. You're tired. 1 day won't make a difference. You just planted the seed yesterday. Relax. Go tomorrow. Ramesh agreed. He didn't notice that the first tiny weed had already sprouted. Resistance convinced him. 1 weed is nothing. Let a few grow, then remove them all at once. Days passed. The weeds multiplied. They grew fast, aggressively, silently. Villagers warned him. His uncle warned him. But resistance told him, don't worry. It's not that bad. You can fix everything later. A month passed. Then one day, villagers laughed as Ramesh walked by. There goes the golden crop guy. Confused, Ramesh went to his field, and what he saw shocked him. His entire land was covered in thorns and weeds. Thick, wild, choking weeds. And in the middle, barely surviving, was a tiny, weak sprout from the golden seed. This moment, Pressfield calls it the big crash. The moment you realize resistance has defeated you. The shame hit him hard. People were laughing. He felt embarrassed, broken, disappointed. And at that moment, Ramesh made a promise to himself. No more, I'll start tomorrow. I start today. Right now. Resistance whispered again. Stop. You'll get hurt. Your hands will bleed. But for the first time, Ramesh ignored the voice. He began pulling the weeds out with his bare hands. His hands bled. His back hurt. Every morning, resistance tried to stop him, but he still showed up, and he noticed something powerful. The more he worked, the louder resistance screamed, but also the weaker it became. Day after day, week after week, month after month, he watered the golden seed and cut the weeds. 6 months later, the barren land had turned into a glowing field of golden crops. A year later, Ramesh became one of the most successful farmers in the village. People who once laughed now admired him, but more importantly, he had defeated laziness, fear, and the resistance within. The 7 lessons. 1. Resistance is real, and it's inside you. It shows up whenever you try to do something creative, difficult, meaningful, or life-changing. 2. Resistance grows automatically. Success doesn't. You don't need effort to be lazy. You need effort to grow. 3. Start before you're ready. Tomorrow is a lie. Start today. 4. Resistance lies to you, so recognize it. It gives excuses that sound logical, but they sabotage your growth. 5. The enemy is not you. Your soul wants to rise. Resistance wants to stop you. They are not the same. 6. Do the work every single day. Even 10 minutes counts. Just show up. 7. Resistance never goes away. Like weeds, it always returns. You must fight it daily. Join Consistium to be in the top 1%.